Namaste. Welcome to episode 17 of our 21-day series From Achievement to Alignment. Friends, success is not the problem really. In fact, success usually keeps its promise. Work hard and your career will grow. Develop expertise, the opportunities will expand. Make wise decisions, and financial security will surely increase. Set meaningful goals, and many of them eventually become reality. Success often delivers exactly what it promises. The surprise is that after receiving what success promised, many people discover they were expecting something more. They expected fulfillment, peace, a sense of arrival. And somewhere along the way, they quietly gave success a responsibility it was never meant to carry. But today, I want to explore something even deeper with you. What if the real issue isn't that success feels empty? What if the real issue is that many of us have never stopped to ask, what does success actually mean to me? And perhaps even more importantly, whose definition of success am I living or am I chasing? Most of us inherit our definition of success long before we consciously examine it. As children, we absorb messages from family, school, society, culture, social media, workplace. Without realizing it, a script gets written. Study hard, get good grades, build a successful career, earn more, own more, achieve more, keep moving, keep climbing, keep proving. And there is nothing inherently wrong with any of these things. The question is, did you consciously choose this script? Or did you simply inherit it? Because there comes a point in life when achievement forces an uncomfortable question. You get what you thought you wanted, and then you discover you are not entirely sure why you wanted it. Not because the achievement lacks value, but the pursuit may have been unconscious. The Yoga Sutras call this Avidya, misperception, mistaking one thing for another, mistaking the temporary for permanent, mistaking borrowed goals for authentic aspirations, mistaking external success for internal fulfillment. And avidya is very subtle because it doesn't feel like ignorance, it feels like certainty. Until one day life invites us to ask questions about everything. Modern psychology calls this the arrival fallacy, the belief that fulfillment lives somewhere ahead, on the other side of the next achievement, the next promotion, the next breakthrough, the next milestone. Life becomes organized around reaching the destination. And for years, this can feel motivating. But eventually, many people arrive and something unexpected happens. The destination answers practical questions, but not the existential ones. The promotion changes your title. The raise will change your income. The award changes your reputation. Yet none of these automatically answer, who am I? What truly matters to me? What kind of life am I trying to create? Ancient yoga offers a beautiful insight here through the idea of Parinama Dukkha, the discomfort hidden within change. Every achievement eventually becomes normal. We have already discussed this. Every possession eventually becomes familiar. Every milestone becomes yesterday's news eventually. And this is not a flaw of life, it is the nature of life. And when we expect lasting fulfillment from changing circumstances, disappointment will become inevitable, right? The Mundaka Upanishad offers one of the most profound metaphor for this human experience. Two birds sit on the same tree. One bird is constantly eating the fruits of the tree. Some fruits are sweet, some fruits are bitter. The bird is fully absorbed in the experience. The second bird simply watches, silent, peaceful, aware. The first bird represents the personality, the achiever, the professional, the parent, the leader, the identity constantly interacting with the world, all the roles that we perform. The second bird represents awareness itself, the witnessing presence, the deeper self. Most of modern life trains us to become experts at being the first bird. We learn how to consume experience, collect achievements, accumulate credentials, build identities. But very few people are taught to notice the second bird, the witness, the observer, the awareness behind all these roles. And perhaps this is why success sometimes feels incomplete. Because we become incredibly successful at becoming somebody without ever asking, who am I beneath all these identities? The Brihadaranyaka Upanishad gives us a powerful method of inquiry. It is neti neti. Not this, not this. It is not a rejection of achievement. It is an invitation to investigate the identity. If your job disappeared tomorrow, would you still be you? If your title changed, would you still be you? If your achievements were forgotten, would you still be you? Of course, something deeper remains. Neti Neti helps us peel away all these borrowed identities, the borrowed expectations, borrowed definitions of success, until we can finally ask, what genuinely matters to me? What kind of life feels aligned for me? What does success mean in my own experience? Not my parents' version, not the society's version, not Instagram or LinkedIn's version, my own version. And that question changes everything. Because the moment success becomes conscious, it becomes very, very personal. Perhaps success is not a position, but it is alignment. Success is waking up with clarity, doing more meaningful work, having relationships that nourish you, having enough rather than endlessly wanting more, being present with your family, expressing your gifts, living your values, contributing in ways that truly matter. For someone else, it may look completely different. And that is the point. Success becomes deeply fulfilling when it is consciously chosen, not unconsciously inherited. The goal is not to reject ambition, the goal is to align ambition with awareness, with consciousness. and to ensure that what you are building externally reflects what matters internally. I'd like to leave you with a different question than the one we usually ask. I'm not going to leave you with a question like, what is my next goal? Or what do I want to achieve next? But simply, how do I currently define success? And where did that definition come from? Sit with that question. Because sometimes the emptiness people experience after success is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a sign that consciousness is expanding, a sign that life is inviting them into a deeper conversation. A conversation not about achieving more, but about living more intentionally, more consciously, more authentically. And perhaps that is where meaningful success truly begins. Until next time, remember, success is not to be inherited. You have to have your definition of success. It has to be personal. Until the next episode, I'll see you. Keep watching. Namaste. Thank you.